Good evening, all our viewers. Good evening from any angle that you are viewing us from any country. I salute you all the way from Amsterdam, where we are based. This is Majesty Christian Television Network. My name is Archbishop Dr. Helen Rudokino. I'm your hostess tonight. And our topic this evening is on, is religion a major issue holding back the development of Africa, or corruption? So, this question came about because of so many things that are happening in the continent of Africa. And a certain man about 2 weeks ago just said something that went viral. He said, so many dynamic Africans are all over Europe, all over Asia, all over America. And they are doing very, very well. When you talk about intelligence, when you talk about smartness, when you talk about being lucrative, articulated in everything that they do, you see that they are from Africa. But the question is, why are they spending all their lives in abroad? And it's only when they die, they fly them down to Africa. Is Africa becoming a grave? Is it a graveyard? Or is it a continent? And then some school of thoughts went out to answer them, and they said it is because of underdevelopment. And that is why the younger folks are migrating from Africa down to this side of the world. So, underdevelopment and corruption, others added. So the question now is, what is bringing this underdevelopment and corruption? And then they zeroed it to religion. That's why we want to discuss it tonight. So we have seasoned guests or panelists who are going to make justice to this very topic. So if you are just tuning in, please join us, WhatsApp us, chat with us, and make your own contribution. It's not going to be a win-win affair, but it's just that we want to hear what could be happening, what is making a country that is so loaded with mineral resources, loaded with good land, loaded with able-bodied men and women. Why a continent that is loaded with all of this still lacking behind? What is the cause? So permit me to introduce to you my panelists. They are regular guests in our show. So I have them from my left. You have Ms. Ruthie Boni, who is a social worker as well. Say hello to our
Hello,
listeners,
viewers.
Are you interested in this topic?
It's a very, very...
Because you've been vibrating even before we start.
It's a very, very complex issue, and we think we have to sort it out nicely and put them in their nice boxes and handle it well.
Thank you so much, Auntie Ruth. And we have Millionaire Dickin Skimija. He is also here with us. What do you have to say? Can you say hello to our viewers?
Good evening, my viewers. God bless you for taking your time to watch this interesting topic today.
Yes.
I am the new generation deacon.
Yes.
A deacon that add color to Christianity. Before, Christianity used to be black and white.
Yeah.
But today now, we are making it colored with the help of deacons like me.
I love that introduction. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dickin. And we also have another regular panelist, a business entrepreneur, a businessman who is here with us. And she is also a leader of a church. So permit me to usher Chief Kamal of Balade Restaurant. Can we please say hello to our viewers?
Hello, viewers. Thank you. We have that is at the table today, and then we will be at your service. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are privileged to have you. And then the newest among my guests, and that's her first time with us today because we just dragged her in. But I'm so glad that she agreed to come. An ex-student of Amsterdam Bible Academy. Right. So permit me to introduce to you Auntie Kelly Ngoleko. Say hello to our fans, please.
Hello, US. Glad to be with you tonight.
Thank you, sir. So that is it for now. And as we have it as our principle, you are to answer spontaneously. No one is going to be pointing at anybody to say, have you finished speaking, let me speak. So you answer spontaneously. And if somebody is making a point which you think is controversial to your point, just hold on, let the person finish gently, and then you come in. Or you can intersect that and interject with whatever the person is speaking, which doesn't seem to mean something to you. Then you bring out your own fact, So I believe that we are matured, all of us, and then we can handle this issue very well. So thank you so much, and then we go on for our first question, which is, what are some of the issues playing out in Africa that is making it being looked as an underdeveloped continent or a corrupt continent?
If I want to come in here, first of all, Africa has a very rich history, very ancient type of education system. Their land is very rich. The people have diverse cultures. They are very colorful, but they are very brave people. Okay. So let's say 500 years ago, the white people went and saw these beautiful things, these people living in their villages, worshipping their African cosmologies. They looked into the stars. They saw them, brave men, strong artillery. And then they said, oh, nice people, they can trade with them. They can make friends with them because they travel on ship because of trade and the Europeans. But even before the Europeans went, the Arabs went and took slaves from the East African coast. And they have influence there. So some of the Africans were speaking Arabic and some were Islam Muslims. And in this Muslim, like in Morocco and things.
As far back as that time? What are you talking about here?
As far back as we had the Arabs invading Africa before the 500 years before the Christian missionaries or the slave traders went. So, but when they took the Africans as a slave, they castrate the men and they used the women in harem and house girls. So they didn't last too much with them. They sold spices. When in the Bible they sold, which caravan did they sell Joseph to? Arab traders going to Africa. Yeah. So we have this intertrade, trans-Sahara trade slave before the Portuguese went in 500, 600 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, and then when the Portuguese and the Spanish started fighting over slavery and everything, the Pope called them and settled the issue. So it's a very complex issue. We have slave traders from the Arab people taking our young men. We have white slave traders, they came. And then a lot of things, when they took, let's concentrate on the European slave trade. That lasted a little bit and affected us most.
Okay.
Because then when the Europeans took us to the Americas, they took our young men, our welders, our goldsmiths, who can farm.
How does that result to underdevelopment?
Yes, if they take your young man away, do you want the baby to farm and take the old ladies and the babies? So this population went away. And then when they went, after the slave trade stopped, because when they took the slaves were making sugarcane, everything. They take the sugarcane to Europe from the Americas to make rum, and then they make they weave cloth, guns. They bring it to Africa to buy. So the African warriors and the chiefs and the rich people, they were not investing in farms and things. They were just selling slaves and making a lot of money. And their young ones were going.
What did they do before that time? So let me hear from others. What did they do before that time?
First of all, I want to correct some narrative that she started with. The reason why I want to correct that narrative is because this has always been the cause and the problem of civilization development in Africa.
Okay.
You see, there's something you call history.
Okay.
If you are a people who like to live in the history, you can never move forward.
Okay.
You see, there's always this thing that is always told to people. Forget about the past.
Yes.
And look forward to the future.
Okay.
Underdevelopment in Africa today has got nothing to do with slavery. You know why?
Yes.
Because even Holland here as a country,
Yes.
Holland as a country was the center, it was a transit spot for slavery distribution during the time of slavery.
Okay.
This very country, Holland,
Yes,
where we
yes,
live,
yes.
as far back as 1200.
Yes.
Now, madam, what has slavery got to do with
Corruption and underdevelopment.
corruption and underdevelopment? Okay. Now, I'm coming. In 1960, let me take a case study from Nigeria.
Yes.
In 1960, Nigeria got its independence. And in that independence, it got to a point where Nigeria decided to be one and run the affairs of this country called Nigeria
Yes.
together. From the west, from the south, from the east. You know, a time came, even Dubai today, Dubai came to even request for a loan
In Nigeria.
from this country called Nigeria. As at this time, slavery has ended hundreds of years ago. That means before Dubai will come to Nigeria, that means there were resources in Nigeria.
Yes.
Nigeria even refused to give Dubai money, even give them what they needed to expatiate on their economy. But today, the same people you were trying to campaign for, e.g. Atiku Abubakar, former vice president of Nigeria, he owns most of the investment in Dubai.
No, not in Nigeria.
And that money was from Nigeria economy, from Nigerian resources. This is what is causing underdevelopment on the areas of politics. It has got nothing to do with slavery. That is one. Now let me take it to Christianity, to religion on its own.
Yes.
Why do we feel today that religion has been that very great factor why Africans have not been able to develop? When I was growing up, there is this song, there is this our normal song that they normally sing. This world is not my home, I am just passing through. Now, you see, this song has done a lot of damages to a lot of Africans. How? Because this religion thing has made these people to understand that there is a life after this very life that we are living.
Yes.
So you see, when you have this mentality that this world you are living is not your own, that means you don't care at all about anything.
Yes.
You don't care.
Yes.
Now, you say in this part of the world where we live, their song is, this world is my home, I am here to live. This is their song. That is why they are not thinking of the next car they are going to drive in the next 50 years.
Yes.
But every Africans are looking at their time frame with what the Bible says. Know this, that when there is wars and rumors and this and that, knowing that the end is about to come. Africans believe that we are in the end time.
Yes.
Africa, that is what they believe. They believe that the world is coming to an end.
It's not just Africa, according to our own belief.
Our belief, that is our religion.
I don't know which religion you are.
No, it's no.
I don't know which one you are pursuing. But for me,
if I may come in,
a Christian.
You see what that is what my comrade is trying to say here.
Yeah.
It should be very clear that they are both on the same page. But but you do not just try to. Because I pick it from where he wanted to go, and that is why he was saying that we should bury what that is and Madame is saying. But it's not like it's not building on that same.
No, I don't support the slavery.
I understand. What you don't support in the slavery thing is that just like what Bob Marley said, that we should not live in the atomic energy belief. You understand me?
Yes.
So when you continue to believe something or you live in your slave mentality, then it's not going to help you. That's what you are saying.
That's
that
what
we
I'm
should not
saying.
live in our slave
mentality,
mentality.
yes.
But you see, when you are able to drive yourself out of that situation, there are still people back down that are still suffering from that same mentality,
Yeah.
and that particular thing is still dragging things down. And that's where you come in. You want to drag them out of that particular belief and that situation.
That is it.
You see, we cannot move on without history.
Yeah,
there's no way we can move on without. There's no way we can move on without history. And that is the reason why. That is the reason why. You see, when I'm trying to tell people something, that you see, this globalization that we find ourselves in has been a plan for a long time. And where does it start? It started also with the religion. The religion was thinking of globalizing everything. You see, even the Muslims still believe today.
Yes.
It's in the Quran that they will conquer the world.
Yeah.
So if you are thinking the world is going to die, but they are thinking of conquering the world, and they are still preparing to make sure that that prophecy comes to life, to fulfillment. And so if one person is thinking it is done, then the other. You see, when Madame has already come with one subject that really hit me the other time, is that she was talking about something that we all lost.
Yes.
What we lost is that Jesus was saying it, even if we read the Bible very well.
Yes.
He said, I did not come but for the lost sheep of what?
Israel.
Of Israel.
Yes.
We do not want to understand something sometimes because we want it to be in our own way of understanding. I do like when somebody say go, you are going.
Yes.
And he said come, you are coming. But when somebody said you may go, and then he said go, he said you may go. He did not say go. He said you may go, and now you say what it means by you may go is go.
Yeah.
You are not the one that is perfecting. You are perfecting the statement. The statement is you may go. You understand me? But you are perfecting it now that it's a parable, that God is trying to talk to you in a parable way. Jesus said it. I have come to do what? To rescue the lost sheep of Israel.
Yes.
That means he has a mission. He has a mission. But when people listen to story, just like what I'm trying to balance here, when people listen to story, it changes their mind. The story of Jesus went around. People who were trading, we're talking about something. It's just like when we are talking about something in Nigeria now, we can talk about Boko Haram, we can talk about leaders of Boko Haram. So when you're traveling everywhere, you talk about Boko Haram. Boko Haram happens to be a rebel. Jesus Christ, in those days, the government of then counts them to be rebels.
Yes.
So the rebel story was going all everywhere, and it depends on the way the story comes to you.
And how they were telling
how
the story.
How the story was taught to you. It could be taught to you in a way that you
feel
that you feel sympathy for the person they are talking about.
But it was the government that were seeing it.
It was the government that was seeing it, not the society, because they have the ground connection with the society.
Yes.
People were getting healed, people were getting money, people were making businesses. Even as Christ was going on, some people were making business at his back. Things was going on. This organization was really getting powerful and is becoming a rebellion to the then government.
Yes.
Are you following?
I'm following.
But Jesus said to them, I'm not going away from here. I just want to be here. Here alone. I want to save these people. This is what God sent me to. Save these people. But when the story becomes sweeter, that is when it now comes to, oh, Jesus, the son of Mary, Jesus, son of this. Remember me too. Don't let me be outcast. That is where we are now coming in. That is where all these things become a religion. You don't want to be outcast from that lovely history of the Lord Jesus Christ and everything like that. We now said, okay, we are now part and parcel of the blood of Jesus. We are now part and parcel of the flesh of Jesus. To me,
he only came for the lost sheep of Israel.
Exactly.
And why did he come for that lost sheep of Israel?
Because
what were they doing that can make him to come for them?
For him, God said the world is in a sin, that they are committing sin. I wasn't there. I was not among those that was committing sin then.
All right.
God said those generation were committing sin, and he doesn't like what they were doing anymore, and he said Jesus
and it was
for that job.
It was only the Jewish people.
For the Jewish people to turn around from their bad way of behavior. But at that time, we exist too, ma'am.
But the Roman Empire was already doing something.
Yes. They had their
They were already in authority.
They were in authority.
Yes. Usurping, ruling the whole world.
They were ruling the world. And
they were not committing sin.
And they were carrying their own religion
Were they not
everywhere.
committing sin?
I wouldn't know exactly what to
say. So could it not be that he was making parables?
Ma'am, I wouldn't say that they were committing sin because I wouldn't know what sin is.
I want to ask
Somebody
you a
needs to tell me what sin is before I can say, yes, they commit sin.
I want to ask you a question.
I don't know what sin is.
I'm
not going to just jump into it and say, this is what the sin is.
I want to ask him a
question. But if somebody tell me that the Romans were committing this, they were committing that, and say, oh yeah, that's a sin.
I want to ask you a question.
Yep.
You see, I want this topic today, I want it to be really more clear to all our audience.
Yeah.
Speak.
You know, the reason why I want it to be more clear is that we must understand why we say is religion a problem or the cause of underdevelopment in Africa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because African continent and the Arab continent, the ones that are extremists of this religion, they are the ones that are facing underdevelopment. Where they carry religion on their head, that is where they are facing this underdevelopment. Now, you said that God said that there was too many sins in the world. Now, I believe...
According to what the Bible said, not me.
Yes, I'm coming there. You know...
For God so loved the world.
Okay, wait,
Yes.
Mr. Balande. You know, when I was very small, they told me a story about tortoise. Tortoise. You know
Yes,
tortoise?
go ahead. For God so loved the world.
Yes.
But then why is it only the Jewish?
No, but
I'm coming because
I know the only
wait,
one.
Mama, I want to
Yes,
ask him a
the-
question.
what
I
he
want
said.
to ask him a question.
Because she wants to speak.
I want to, you will speak.
She wants to speak.
Yes.
You-
I want, when I ask this question, maybe you are the one that will answer me this question. When I was small, they told me a story about tortoise. Tortoise. Until I grew of age, I
Like, I
believed
saw
that.
tortoise.
I believed that story.
I was so shocked.
Do you know what the story was? No, do you know what
Then we
this?
saw tortoise.
No, but do you know what the story about tortoise they told me? Do you know what was the story? Huh? Mama.
Too clever.
They said the reason why tortoise has a broken back
Yes, he fell
was
from
because
heaven
he was in heaven
and he fell.
and he fell down from
They
there.
pushed him.
That was the story
Because
they
he was
were.
too
That,
rebellious.
that was the story they told me when I
came down
was
and
young.
cracked
Mama,
nobody.
Mama, that was the story they told me about tortoise. And you know, as a child,
Yes.
I believed this story
Not only
until
you
a
and me
point
too.
in my life when I now started to understand that tortoise never fell down.
And I wanted to know tortoise.
Now, this is one of the predicament today about religion. Religion is taught to people by a certain book. You see the book called the Bible. First of all, you must start to understand where the Bible comes from. How did the Bible came into existence? Until you understand that very moment, that is where I want to ask you this question. You said that God sent Jesus Christ to come and die for your sin and my sin and her sin and everybody's sin. Who told you that? It is a story that was told to you. Yes. Now, the question you need to have asked yourself at this very moment now, is it really possible that God speaks to people? Because I am 51 years old now by the grace of God. God has never spoken to me. The only person that has ever spoken to me is the human beings that I see around. Somebody tells me that donkey talks. I am 51 years. I've never seen a donkey talk before. So I cannot believe such a narrative or such a story. I don't know if you understand. So at this age where we are now, until we start to question when Christianity says that there is a place that I am going to, this earth is not an important place for me. I must now start to understand, is it really true that there is a place somewhere else that I'm going? The moment I now understand that there is no other place, when I go, that is the end of me. I will now start to think about how it will be for me tomorrow here on earth.
That is. I understand your question, and I understand your point very well. And if you follow my articulation, you will see that what I'm trying to bring out of there is to let every one of us know that there is religion everywhere, even before other religions start moving to
of course,
every
now,
part
even before
of the world.
Christianity.
So it is not, what I'm trying to show here is that it is not the religion itself that is the problem. It is not the religion itself that is the problem. It is the mindset of the people that is the problem.
And it is the religion that gave them that mindset.
I understand. You can choose. You can choose. That is why there is different kind of religion. You can choose. You can decide to remain in your own old way, which is much more better and which is still a religion. Let me bring you to this because you may also understand it if it is really or if it is not. Because I grew up to see things that I see I can also testify to it.
That is it.
That's why me, I don't really believe in those books. I believe more in the things that's happening. I love you, ma'am, because you're doing the thing that is for well-being, for human being. You're trying to correct us. You're trying to make something that we can talk about us. You're helping people. You see someone in trouble in a local government here, you will run to them to do something to help them. These are the things that I see that religion can teach human beings that we should be helping
that
one
is
another.
pure religion.
Pure religion. But that is with that, there is something that you are talented about. There is talent you have. This is the talent. This is what they killed. These people that propagate religion.
If I want to come in,
if I want to come in, I'm trying to bring point.
The topic is
the topic was saying the other time they castrated men. Why will you castrate somebody? You don't want that person to reproduce anymore. That is why you castrated the person. So these are the things I'm trying to talk about. That those people, after they think about what they want to make in life, how they want to fix themselves and fix their own nation the way they just did. They came in and castrated people and then set your brain backward. You understand me? Set your brain backward. I'm coming.
We come in here.
When you want to set somebody's brain backward, tie that person in the hand, keep the person on the ground for 50 days or more. Whatever you want that person to say, you will say. Do you know what this man said that we don't want to mention his name on TV much? Hitler said, he was giving one illustration. He said, take a chicken, a live chicken. And then take that chicken and pull out all the feathers. The chicken will be in great pain. A great pain. Brother, I'm trying to bring you to one understanding about world and how people implement this very thing they call.
Did you went through that?
I'm coming. Did you went through that? I'm coming. He's giving an example. He's giving an example.
No, do you think?
Look, you can do it.
Do you think slavery that they did?
I'm coming. I have seen it before. This thing.
Do you think the slavery that they did? Do you think the slavery that they did is easy? When they ban people, when they ban people, when they take them and they tie them and
one thing we want to clarify, we just want to clarify one thing, that the only way people can bring religion to you is to first of all damage your brain.
To who? Did they damage your brain?
I'm coming. I am listening to me, ma'am. I understand what he's saying, and I'm going to just tell him why my brain was not damaged. And the thing you will see in my life that my brain is not damaged. So, but you see, when you take out the chicken, is in pain. And after giving this chicken a lot of pain, then you take corn, and then you bring it, you leave the chicken will run away. But when you take corn, and then you show to the chicken come back again and eat it. It will come back to eat in your hand. Now we are all here today. After all the brutalization we had in Africa or whatever that happens
Did they brutalize you?
I'm coming. That is what we hear. That is the story, and the story that I met.
Who brought Christianity?
I'm coming.
Who brought Christianity?
I'm going to allow you also to say that to me. The story that I met was for me. You can come in. You can come in. You can come in, ma'am. You can come in. I'm going to back out, but I'm going to continue later. Please come in.
Now, let me understand the question which has been asked is, what has what has religion done to
bring on the development in Africa?
In Africa,
yes.
I don't think it is religion that brought on the development. I don't agree with that.
Part of it, yes.
It can be part of it.
Part of it, yes.
I am giving one about the damage of the brain.
Can I talk?
Damage of the brain.
Please?
Yes.
Take one from there.
Can I talk? When we are talking of religion.
He said that it damaged the brain. It brought damage of the brain. Yes.
True. When we are talking of religion.
Because if you brainwash somebody.
We have a lot of different kinds of religion. So what kind of religion are you talking about?
Christianity and Islam.
No. Let's mention.
I can be very specific.
No. We should not talk about Christianity and Islam.
I will buttress.
Gentlemen,
it's what you
let us mention some of the religion being practiced today.
Christianity and Islam.
In Africa.
We have Buddhism.
Yes.
We have atheists. We have Buddhists.
Okay.
I mentioned already. We have New Age.
Yes. New Age.
You have devil worshippers. There is devil worshippers.
We have Hindu.
Krishna.
No.
How many percentage of Hindus do you have in Africa?
No, I don't know.
That is it.
Let's stop. We are talking.
Yes.
Whether they are few or not, they can
they
also
are
have
still
impact
being
on
in
society.
Africa.
Exactly.
Because they've gone there, they are advertising. They want to win souls.
Yes.
So every religion, we call it, including Christianity, each and every want to win souls.
95%.
Because you trust whom you are worshiping.
Yes.
You understand. So it means everyone is free to advertise or say something about his religion. Now, if we are pointing on that it is Christianity that has brought underdevelopment in Africa, I won't agree.
Okay.
So then, what of the other religions? What has Christianity done?
Then
Christianity
tell us your
and
point.
Islam.
Now,
She's right.
to me,
Christianity and
to
Islam.
me, Christianity is it's a religion of peace, love,
Yes.
because the man we are following, who is Jesus Christ, he brought love. He brought us love, to love everybody and not to discriminate. So what has it done?
Does Christianity do that?
Let me tell you, even if you have children, let's say you have 4 children and you are bringing them up, are they all the same?
No.
You are the father teaching them the same thing. Do they all, compromise to what you are teaching them?
No.
And so there's no, there's no question about this, that we can all be Christians, but it depends upon the way we receive and take it.
Okay.
Obedience. So if you are not obedient, you say you call yourself a Christian and you are not obedient, whom do you blame?
Okay.
You don't blame anybody.
Okay.
So the intention of Christianity was to inculcate in us, the power of obedience,
Yes.
submission, anything that can bring love.
Yes.
Make you. Because if I love you as myself, I will not plan evil.
No.
But the question he asks you is Christianity, has that religion achieved the purpose? Do we all love? Because the Bible says, for God so loved the world,
Yeah.
he gave his only begotten, not something counterfeit, the only. The best was given to us by God. That's our belief as Christians.
It's an illustration. It's to
As
illustrate the
Christians.
love. It's to
So-
illustrate how to demonstrate
So
love.
the modern day Christian, do they demonstrate that love?
That's what I'm
And
saying.
on the olden day Christian, did they also demonstrate that love? Because at what point now have they mingled Christianity with corruption and underdevelopment?
Yeah.
At what point?
Yeah, that is what is happening now.
At what point?
No, it has happened before, ma'am. It's not what is happening now. Because if somebody wants to come and teach me Jesus and he carry gun, he came to my village, say you either be Jesus or I kill you and
No,
kill all my
so
people,
let-
carry
let-
our crown,
let-
take
let-
it to the
let-
west,
do you-
carry our king,
No,
cut his head,
no,
and tomorrow he's now build a place and say come and worship Jesus.
Do you have a
Look,
proof
this
of
is
this?
something-
Because
something
I
else.
have never read that those who brought Christianity to
At the same time, who came
Africa,
and
Yes.
they brought it under gun and under all this.
Exactly. Thank you, because you didn't know
If
that.
I can
No,
come
no,
in
that
here.
is
We
not-
know
no,
that,
that
wait,
is not
wait,
true.
wait,
Yes, that is
I
not
am
true.
coming.
Of course.
No,
we
no,
know
that is
that
not true.
we know that people came for slave trade.
Yes, they were not Christians.
They came. They
Those
were
people,
not.
they
They
were
came to
businessmen.
trade.
Those
They
were
were
businessmen.
They were businessmen.
Yes.
The
Those brought
slave
Christianity to
traders,
Christians.
according to
Let
the
me-
history,
let me-
according to the history
The
in
house is divided.
No,
no.
I'm not
Wait,
talking.
wait, wait.
I'm now
You didn't read
talking.
your
Please, man,
history.
please.
So allow me to talk.
Okay,
please.
yes, speak then.
When they came to the coast, the Africa,
Yeah.
is it not we ourselves who gave them our people to them willingly?
We
Let
hold
me
that
ask you.
story.
You asked a
we
question.
did
Okay,
get
let me
the
ask you. Do you know that there is a history in the Christian, the dungeon or the castle in Cape Coast that the slaves will be under, eating in their shit and their vomit, and the white men will be on top
They are not
as
Christians.
They were not
as
Christians.
Christian
No,
worshipping there.
no,
You have not heard that before. You have not heard that
No,
before.
no, no.
They
That
came
is
for
not true.
trade. They came for
Wait,
business.
excuse me, let me clear this.
They went there
As,
for
as
business.
Jesus,
Man, wait.
as Christianity being in
You see,
existence then
you
or
see-
not?
No, but wait.
Of
listen,
Christianity
listen.
being the
wait,
Christian-
listen,
They
wait,
bring the
wait,
Christianity.
wait,
Was
wait,
this
wait,
what
wait.
the
Before the
Father,
colonization,
Later.
before the
Father.
colonization, is there already Christianity or not?
Yes, Bebe, please listen.
Before
No, answer him.
I want to answer
Before
him.
colonization.
Yes.
Who brought Christianity?
Wait now.
Is it because of the colonization?
Wait. You see this Christianity of a thing we talk about. Let us first of all look how Christianity even started according to the scripture narratives. there were people who were living like Christ.
Yes.
After some time, they look at them and say, these people, they are living with that. They are living like that kind of man.
Yes.
That was when they started calling them Christians.
Yes.
At Antioch.
You see, in the early stage of Christianity to Africa, even the reason why they even brought Christianity to Africa was to come and save the black race. You know, right from time immemorial, the Bible said something already. It said that the heart of a man
Is desperately
is
wicked.
desperately wicked.
Unto iniquity.
That very portion of the Bible was talking about a black man.
Unto iniquity.
Wait, madam.
Only black
Wait.
man.
You see, the reason why they brought that book was that the Christians that were living in this part of the world, they saw how, because they had compassion. Christianity is about compassion. It's about having compassion for your fellow brother. It's about loving your brother.
Yes.
When they saw that blacks were being sold into slavery by their own fellow black brothers into this world just because of money, that was how the Christians now followed the missionaries. So they came with that book to try to tell these people that this thing you are doing, it's not nice. You have to love your neighbor as yourself. That is the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Now, if you see today in this Western world that you and I, we are living today, somebody will tell you that these Westerners, they read the Bible. That is why this very place you see today is as nice as it is, because they are Christians. We as black people, we are the unbelievers. You know why we are the unbelievers? Because when Jesus Christ was departing this world, he was washing the feet of his disciples.
Yes.
He was telling them that greater love than this, for a man lay down his own life for all his friends. Do you know what the Westerners are doing? They lay down their lives for all their friends. That is why the burgomaster of Amsterdam, his mother, his brother, his sisters, they don't take out caring. But when they sit in the city council to make a decision about giving jobless people in this country out caring, they think about the less privileged. That is Christianity. That is the love Jesus talks about. So now you in Africa, you have churches, 10 churches in one street, 5 churches in another street. But you carry the same Bible and you say that you are the ones who know Jesus. You are the one who serve this God. This is where religion has destroyed us. Because religion is not teaching us the values of loving one another, but rather they are teaching us spirituality. Raising up your hand and gazing your head to heaven and worshiping God. This is spirituality. And spirituality is not what Jesus talks about. When Jesus said in the book of Matthew chapter 25 verse 34 going down, Jesus said it. He said, when I was sick, you gave me medicine. You came to the hospital, you visited me. You gave me food. You did this for me. Jesus was talking about reality and physical. It was not spiritual. But Christianity in Africa today talks only about spiritual. People gaze their head onto in the early churches, when they formed Christianity in the early churches, the Bible says that they all gathered their things together. The ones that were millionaires, billionaires, they brought their things and they shared among themselves. That is love. Now, the leaders today, if you look at the whole cabinet in Nigerian system today, 45% of them are Muslims. 45% of them are Christians. Maybe 5 is pagan. Maybe 5 does not believe on anything.
Yes.
But these are the same people today that are making the decisions of development in Africa. This is how religions have destroyed us. But if you go to the city council here today, the burgomaster of this country does not know your Jesus. The burgomaster of Rotterdam does not know your God. But they sit in the city council. They make a decision to bring development to this place. And the people who make your decisions, they are Christians. That's a religion. They are Muslim. That's a religion. That is to show to you that the religion they understand is spirituality. But it is not the religion of physical, as Jesus said. When Jesus said heaven, he talks about this place. He said heaven is a place where you go to. They will not destroy your house. They will not destroy this. I work as a post delivery in this country. When I deliver something to somebody in Amsterdam, in an area of the Dutch neighborhood, I leave the package in front of their house. After 1 week, I come back there. They went on vacation in Spain. That package is still there. You can't try that in Zaldos.
No.
Where the blacks and all the African churches in Zaldos, it's more than 50 churches.
If I can
all these black people.
Why is he that is saying that only blacks are bad or we are criminals?
Yes, we are criminals.
Please, thank you very much.
We don't love ourselves criminals.
Now let's
that
come
is the
here.
reason why we are where we
now
are.
Let's come here. This is
that
a
is
world.
The reason why we are where we are today.
This is a world. This is a world we live in. You are talking. You are talking. We've given you time.
Okay,
this is a world we live in. I was talking. He took it. He went on.
It is not
Number
the problem
one,
of color.
everything that happens
have
genesis, the starting, the second stage, the third stage, and then we get the result. If you plant a seed, it grows, you have to water it, remove the weeds, and then you see the result. You see? So you cannot just say, we Africans, we are corrupt, we are evil, we are this.
Very.
Maybe only your family and your tribe. So number one, I want to leave you to handle it like that, or maybe in the only the Africans.
Not his family, not his tribe.
It may be.
He's just making a point.
Yeah, but he's wanting to express that point. So the thing is, when they took the slaves, they took artisans, they took goats, they used them.
It was just few of these white people who were in the business. Read history.
It
was business. Slavery was business. Just some few white people were in the business.
Wait. He said something.
It was a few white people that were in the business.
May I speak, please? The constitution of Nigeria or of Ghana, who drafted them? Because if we will go by what he said, the Muslims are in power, Christians are in power, maybe
they are religious.
The Hindus, they are also in power, and the atheists also. So these are people who are calling upon a supreme deity.
Yes.
And the supreme deity taught us only about love. Love your neighbor as yourself.
Good.
Now, they are making constitution. And then in the Nigerian constitution, I mean, the worst is that these people have lived one tenure before, and then they go for another tenure in the office.
Talk about the money they
and
carry.
And the money
they carry.
No, listen.
You have to pay.
No, listen.
Excuse me. You have to pay an ex-president.
You see,
you have to pay.
You see what is happening now? What you are saying, you want to.
Point,
you people want to.
Ma'am,
where the poor are dying.
We still need to go back to your subject. You see, the subject you brought out is that how was religion become? That is the problem of
development.
I just explained it now.
So what he's trying to say?
Trying to say is talking about the character of human.
No, what he's trying to say. No.
Religion does not teach people. Listen, religion does not teach people either to steal or not to steal. You understand me?
No, but hatred. Hatred.
Let me come in. You see, when we talk about, we really wanted to go down because from where the sister picked the point, we want to see how that become a damaging. All right, let me say something if you like to take it or not.
Yes.
But I'm very strong on that point.
Yes.
Before the West before the West came to Africa, we were living in riches. We were living in a good understanding of what we were doing. We have our own government.
We were
they
good
came
people.
There to meet a government that are not stupid. They don't steal. They are not bad people.
Thank you.
Do you understand me? They are not bad people. You only go to somewhere and destroy someone's history if you are afraid of that history. The history they met in Africa, they were scared of it. Do you understand me? Because they don't understand it. When you don't understand something, you are afraid of it.
It's true.
So they are not the best
want
people
to say
that live on
Africans were
earth.
wicked
We were living
demons.
in peace. We have so many kingdoms. Do you understand me? We were living in peace. We have kingdom. We know how to fish for ourselves.
We know how
to go to the bush and get Gary. We got all our yam together. In those days also, we were also told this history that he was telling us that in the farm area, and also I grew up to meet it because I'm not a small boy. I grew up to meet that in my own village. That people will come and set yam. You understand me?
Yes.
They will put stone there to let you know how many is that yam. So when you go there, how much that yam costs, when you go there, you count the stone, you know how much you're going to drop to take the yam. You drop the money there and you go away.
God bless you.
If you go to Lagos today again, you will still see it that people still practice that thing, but somehow they practice it. If you're coming in Lagos to Ibadan, you will see all the highway, they still have their gari on the road. They just cover it. In these days now, they have weapon men that is helping them to look at it. But that particular thing did not go out from their head. Okay. That they leave their goods on the road and people come there, buy and leave their money there. Okay. Now, do you know the reason why that was going on then? I'm coming. Do you know the reason why that was going on then?
There was trust.
Because they are afraid of Shango. They are afraid of Ogun.
Yeah.
They are afraid of Obatala.
Yes.
They are afraid of Oya. If you take somebody something and that person is an Oya worshipper, you will have water in your stomach like this.
Oh.
So religion came to destroy that.
You understand me? You have your stomach.
That was also religion.
That's what I'm talking about.
Listen,
please.
It was also religion.
This one I have seen in my own town in Ofa. I will quote you. In 2021, I was in Ofa. Let people who may be in that area of Kwara State tell me if I'm lying or not.
Yes.
I woke up in the morning and I saw people running to one area of the market. Why are they running to that place? I asked a neighbor. He said, somebody, don't you hear the thunder just strike now?
Oh.
I said, I heard a thunder strike. And I was wondering, why would thunder strike? He said, yeah. Somebody stole a gold somewhere. They have won her for more than 12 days to bring the gold, but she refused. Thunder has just killed her now in the market. People are rushing there to see. It tears her stomach. I don't like to see things like that, so I did not go. This is tradition of Africa that keep Africa in check in those days. It keep us in check so that we don't become this kind of a thing.
What
so
is the power now?
Now,
with all these politicians,
you can let those things go. You can let it go. It is your own will, just like what is in the Bible. Just like what is in the Bible. The Bible also tells us so many things that there was a government before. Let that one go and let another one start. So you can decide to say, I let that go, I start another one. You can buy a Nokia phone now that is 3-point-something gigabyte,
yes.
and you say, I don't want that gigabyte anymore. I want something else. But people will refer to you and say, spiritual is different from that. It's not different. It's just you kicking out to do what you want to do right now. So you see, when those things was taken away from us, we don't have those things anymore. Then people start calling us fools. Because now, the Bible is telling us that there is grace if you steal. And you come back and say, Jesus, forgive me. There is grace.
Yes.
In our day, there is no such grace.
Oh.
Because when you steal, you have destroyed some people's life.
Yes.
Do you understand me? You have destroyed some people's home. You have destroyed some people's life. You are talking about government stealing from us right now.
Yes.
Those government stealing from us, and that's why we are here today.
Yes.
Do you understand me? If at Dimbi, our own system of government was continuing, they did not bring us the religion Jesus, they did not bring us Muhammad into our household, we will know in my family, I am a male, I know my right, I will not deviate from it.
Yes.
But were that your religion or when your brothers listen? Was that wait? Was that your excuse me? Was that your religion not there? Wait, excuse me, Mama. Yeah. Was that your religion not there at the time your brothers were selling their co-brothers
and
for slavery?
Let me tell you. You see, when a system is going on anywhere in the world, it became a crime that is eating among people, and still people are being punished. Let me bring an example, and it is written in Oxford. Because in Oxford University in that's in America, and because if these things have no proof, then you can say the slaves that came there, that's in America, they were taken in America. Some of them took along their deities. Some of them took along their belief. Okay. Yes, and that's why we have IT today in the center of America. We have IT where people still worship Ogun, they worship Obatala, they worship Oya, they worship all those things. They took it along with them. So up to today, we still believe that those powers are still there. But what I'm trying to put out here, why we say religion destroy us, is that religion kick out all our. That is a way of life.
Yes.
Tell us now that when you have Jesus, everything is all right. And then we are looking at them. When you have Muhammad, everything is all right. Even Muhammad, that is an own teaching, said you can commit many sins. When you say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then you can be forgiven. So, but what about those people you have hurt? Are they going to be looking at you and say, now because you have become this thing, so God you. So this is how our brain was being damaged. We now believe that those people who hurt us those days,
Jesus,
those who hurt us those days in Africa, bring us all this colonization. Yeah. Do you know now, ma'am, do you know now that, okay, good, the whole Christian in the world could not stop the damage that is happening in Gaza. The whole Christian in the world couldn't stop it. The whole Muslim in the world couldn't stop it. That is the same thing that happens to us in those days. That there was no camera to snap and see the massacre. What they did to us in Benin Kingdom, what they did to us in Odua Kingdom, what they did to us in that's the back north, what they did to our people. We do not see that. But they inculcate what they want us to believe. Now we praise them that they are the best. And I do not have a single hatred for any human being on earth. No. But when you ask me to give you an analytics of something, and now do you know where the whole thing now was thing?
Is that the reason why we are underdeveloped?
Yes, that is the reason why we
our brain was damaged.
Our brain was damaged.
Excuse me.
And after they give us all that, they now withdraw.
No, but that is
they withdraw from the religion.
Do you know?
Yes, that is the religion. Yes.
They withdraw from Christianity.
Do you know what?
They tell us that the world is good. They tell us before that we should not live in the world. The world is not good. We should pass by.
Do you know what Holland went through?
So
do you know what Holland went through?
The world is good too.
In the hands of Hitler? No, I'm asking you. The forefathers of Holland.
Yeah.
Did you know what they went through in the hands of Hitler?
How many years? How many years?
Even Hitler is even a recent story.
How many? 3, 4 years?
No,
2 years?
No, but even Hitler is even a recent story.
That's something that happened to us for 500 years. You are talking about 3 years?
It's getting hot here.
No,
All of you are listening to us.
Madam.
Our topic is religion.
Madam, no, but
is religion the main cause
the reason
the development of Africa.
The areas where I feel that
our brain is the problem of Africa.
Listen.
Underdevelopment in Africa is our brain, our mindset. The mindset is already kept there. If I'm a Christian, I have to be thinking. I have to be thinking like a Christian.
Yes.
If I'm a Muslim, I have to be thinking like a Muslim.
Okay.
And if I have to develop a city that belongs to a Christian and I'm a Muslim leader, I will not develop it very well because they are Christians.
Good.
If I'm a Christian and I was given a chance to rule in a Muslim society, I will not help them because they are Christians.
Yes.
This is our
let's
brain.
hear from intelligence.
Yes.
Let's
That
hear
is what I'm
from
talking about, brain damage.
No, but this one you can't call this a
Go to many companies in Lagos. I have been there. When it is a Christian, that's a director. You hardly find a Muslim there. I can prove to you. I went around. When you go to let me tell you, I'm telling you the truth.
Don't you see what your brother is doing? No, he's doing now.
Yes.
In his cabinet.
Yes.
How many?
A lot of Yoruba people. Yes, a lot of Yoruba damage. Brain damage.
No, but excuse me.
Brain damage.
But excuse me, madam. Before
and when you see our president, you will say Allahu Akbar.
No, but Obalende, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You and my sister here, you are talking about slavery.
It's a damage.
Now, wait, excuse me. When it was slavery,
the thing is, no, let me come in. I didn't finish my point. You stopped me. Yeah. I'm telling you, when from slavery, there was a lot of people went away.
Yes.
And then after the slavery, colonial masters came. So they didn't teach our people how to do administration or some things because they let them go to the farms to farm tea, cocoa, this thing. So the people didn't know how to the black didn't
you know how to read and write again.
The blacks were not trained to administer. How many years did in Leopold? 200 years. The British, the Belgium, they ruled. They were in the administration. They did everything. Only few Ghanaians or Africans helped them. So when they left, the people who to organize this big place is small. The elites are not many. So this deficit came. The tribes came in. The elites were lying and stealing. So this thing continue. So who brought Christianity? These people. What I'm saying.
Honest, to be honest, very honest.
And you don't want to understand
let our mama say
this thing
let our mama say something.
Broke a lot of things in our system. You don't want to understand.
Want to listen to mama.
That's all.
Alone who have been in slavery.
God bless you.
The Jews.
They were in slavery.
Okay, now that religion, let's say religion is okay for you and my brother, fine. In China, are they still in China were they not also colonized? Do you know that they are still worshiping their sun god?
But there are still Christians in China. Do you know the number of Christians in China?
Are they free? Are they free?
They are not free. Why are they not free?
Because they don't want the nonsense that you Ghanaians are doing and praying for Jesus to do everything. The government doesn't want it.
We have already treated that is the history and everything. Let us talk about our problem today that is damaging us.
What are the problems? That's yes.
The problem today that is damaging us. Very good. The problem that is damaging us today.
No, let's
religion is part of it.
You don't answer Ramos. No. Mama, we don't need to go further. Him himself, he has already answered this question: how religion has damaged our economy.
You are brainwashed. That's what.
No. That is not it. He have answered it. Let me remind you where you answered it. He said, he said something very important. He said the reason today why religion damaged why we become an underdeveloped
Yes,
nation.
and there's a lot of corruption.
Listen,
Don't
he
leave
said
us one.
see how religion damaged it. He has said it already. When you go to the Bible will tell you that the disciples of Jesus, they ask him, say, Master, how many times can we offend our brothers and our sisters and they will forgive us?
Yes.
Jesus Christ told them 70 times 7.
Yes.
Now, if you read the whole epistles of Paul, Paul talked always about the grace of God, the grace of God, the grace of God. When you do something, you will ask for the grace of God. Yes. God will have mercy. God is a merciful Father.
So what are you trying to say?
Now, you see, this one became a religion already.
Yeah.
It's a religion now for our people. You see those people now that are in parliament. He said something. He said in those days before the religion came, they used to have something like Ishango. They will say if you take if you even be in government and you are taking something that does not belong to you, Ishango will strike you. The fear of it will not allow you to do it. You see, I sit down here today and I talk about the Western people.
Yes.
Do you know why the Western people are very honest? Because their God is their law. Their God is their law.
Exactly.
That law, they know that when they offend that law, there is a repercussion for it. That is why they don't want to deviate.
We not have law?
But today, we had law. But now we replace our law with Christianity, with Islamic.
Yes.
You know why we did that? Because at the time, the black people became very selfish. You know why they embraced that religion?
No.
They saw the religion that, this one is good, oh. If you do anything now, you go just say, forgive me. They forgive me already. Let me say,
Okay,
It is not true.
Easy way out.
easy way
The
out.
Bible didn't say that. It didn't say that grace allows you to do anything that you want.
Why did
The
Jesus
grace
say you
they
can
talk
forgive
about-
more than 70 times 7?
Listen, the grace the Bible is talking about is the grace God has given to us to be able
To resist
evil.
Yes.
That
That's
is
what
the
grace
meaning of
is.
grace.
It's about forgiveness.
That's grace.
No.
Jesus was teaching the disciple how to pray.
Listen.
He said, forgive those.
Tell us, ma'am, what
Listen.
grace is real.
Listen.
It's real about. What is grace?
Ability.
Ma'am, let her give
I will
us.
read a scripture for
Please,
you.
please, ma'am, give
I'm
us-
going
give
to
us-
read a scripture
I need
for
to
you.
learn. I need to learn. Please
Okay,
give us
read
the
the
grace.
scripture. What's
The grace. Let her give us the grace first. What is the implementation?
The
What
grace
mean?
is what we receive.
How do you implement
to be
it?
able to forgive, to be able to serve God, to be able, to relate with one another.
No, to resist
To
evil.
resist evil.
So-
to
so
resist
ma-
Paul
evil.
said, shall we
now,
continue in
we have-
sin so that grace may
To
abound?
resist
We
evil.
receive
No.
grace.
To
Listen,
resist evil.
we
No.
So we
ourselves.
need to continue
Do you
in
need grace
sin.
to resist evil?
You need grace.
No, it is the
Because
Lord. No, it is the Lord that
grace.
strengthens
No,
you.
it is grace.
No grace can help you now.
This
This is
where
the
the
problem.
Holy Spirit is. Now
This
I
is the
begin to
problem.
understand. When you say the grace, you have given them the long rope to commit whatever they
See,
will do.
Yes.
And
Yes.
afterward they will come back. No, look, it's not. Look, the real truth believer will not take that chance. The true believer will not do it.
No.
But the people who have already seen the loophole in that particular
No,
thing
Who have seen grace
will now
as
come and use it.
Yes.
No,
That is why my
grace
brother was
gives
telling
you-
me something
When
that
you
the
have
people that
grace,
came to Africa
you have
with
the ability
religion
to
are
say
not those
no
who come
to
in
evil.
to kill.
But do you say no to things when you have the grace?
You have the ability to say no to evil because of the grace that resides in you.
No, but who gives you
Okay,
the
but when
grace?
you
God
fall,
gives
man,
Does God
man,
give everybody
man,
the grace?
Yes.
Grace is
Everybody
not
have
for
the
everybody.
grace.
Yes.
How
Yes.
come the grace is in you? You still cannot refuse the evil.
How do you know her?
No,
you
no,
see,
no,
now, you see,
no,
we
no,
see.
no.
No.
Let us understand the point. Let us understand, ma'am.
If you
say
do
the
not
grace.
implement
Ma'am,
what you have, it will not work for
ma'am,
you.
you say
Yeah,
every
how
one
do
of
you
us have the
implement?
grace.
If you do not,
So all these
what
Oyibo,
I
they
said.
get
Because
grace.
you
now.
said, yeah,
Ma'am,
you-
all of us, you say we have grace. We have the grace. Now, when we
It's
have the
available
grace,
for all of us.
yeah, when we
But
all
it-
have the grace,
it
the
depends
grace,
upon
from
how-
what I understand about grace, what I understand about grace is that, okay, the grace is there for me not to commit a sin. But all
not
of a
for you
sudden-
to commit sin.
I'm coming.
Because those who still
No,
have
not-
grace,
that's what I'm saying.
those
Not-
who say we are under grace,
I'm-
and they're quoting that scripture in that way
Yes.
and living in sin.
Yes.
No, that's no more grace. It's a deliberate action.
But we are saying
What
that
you are doing is a deliberate action.
we're saying
You
that-
know that you want to go and kill.
No,
you say have
grace.
grace.
Grace don't help you.
No, it
No.
doesn't.
Grace
No.
does not help you.
No.
How does grace help you?
Now,
Grace to do
if
the
I
right
have to
thing.
come in here, grace is undeserved favor. Undeserved. You do something wrong, but God
did not deserve
gives
it,
you,
but
but
God
God
now gave
have
you
faith for
grace
you.
and say,
You
okay,
see,
you are
That
doing
is
but
what
so
the-
you can continue to still lie, do
Yes,
all your
continue
stupid things,
deliberately.
and then deliberately,
Deliberately.
God will have mercy
No
on you.
more
And
grace.
when you go to heaven, you forgive you walk on.
No more grace, no more
That's,
grace.
this thing.
no.
You
That's
see,
not
so
the way.
all
They
this,
say it's
all
lack
this.
of knowledge, lack of knowledge.
People perish.
Make people
But-
perish.
But if there is
but-
grace,
but-
why?
When I
Before
talk
we
about
round up
we are
this-
abusing the grace.
Before we
Yes.
round up from this, so
Yes.
I've not really, I
Get
can't
the
really
point out.
pinpoint.
That's what I'm
So
saying about.
if we can look into the camera and tell
Everybody
our
should
listeners,
summarize
wait,
this.
our camera, our audience, tell them what are the major? Is religion? You said no. Religion is not part of
All right.
the major thing that causes crisis in Africa. Okay,
All
that's
right.
causing underdevelopment.
All right.
Religion is not part of it.
All right.
From your own perspective,
Yeah.
and to others, religion play a role in it. What other things? Because what are the things playing out in Africa which have marked us as or end of that name underdeveloped?
Yeah, you see,
But
the first thing that
corruption.
I may just bring here is to help our youth and help people around us. Is that see, let us not have this area where the brain is damaged. That as a religion person, I cannot do this thing. As a religion person, I cannot do this. As a religion person, I must not do this. Let this really be filtered in our brain. Let us find a way to let our children, our family knows this. I've practiced it in my home and it works out for me. I don't dip my children in any religion. I let them grow up and they are picking interest in learning.
Yes.
Honestly, my dear, they're picking interest by themselves in learning. People told me sometimes ago, you will regret not giving them religion. But I never regret.
No.
I never regret because I let them to build the things themselves. So let them to see how the world is and then enjoy them. I'm happy now. Some of them are even, they are studying internationally. They've been to Malaysia, they've been to China. One of my daughters has been
So
to
on
Taiwan.
Sundays when you are going to church, because you go to church.
Yes.
So what do? You
What-
tell them to sit at home and watch television.
No. I don't tell them to sit
How
at
do
home.
you? How do
They
you?
make a choice
I
of
don't
what
tell
they
them
want
to
to
sit
do.
at home and
No,
watch
before
television.
they begin to
You
make
see,
the choice,
on that
you
day,
still
on
need
that
to confess something
Sunday,
in them.
on that
Just
Sunday, I
summarize
have a
it.
daughter of me that play football. On that Sunday, I have one that play football. I have the one that go for handball. But in our days, our parents will not let us do that. They would drag us to church, telling us, you can't go play handball. You can't go
Which
play
is
all the-
wrong.
You have to go to church. So we continue to. Let me now show you how it affects us also. I tell you that religion affects us. Look at what it's doing to us in South Coast. They believe that South Coast is one of the poorest. That's an angle of Amsterdam.
And it's true.
They don't believe it. The white people don't believe it. They are trying to tell us that you are a liar.
Yes.
We are going to turn it around.
And they're
make you
turning
see.
it already.
And they're turning it already. They're turning it. Here is
See,
where we
white
have
people- white
churches.
people
They're,
don't
they're,
grab.
they're, they're closing churches down, and God is not angry. He's not sending fire from
No,
heaven
now.
to kill them. They're closing mosques down.
They've closed
and then-
everything.
and they're giving them other places because they say we need this place for business. We're not like driving you. We're not fighting you. We're not doing anything.
Go to Candela.
We are going to give you other places, but we want this place for business. God is not angry with them. But
No.
when you do that in Africa, the church will tell you God is
God
angry
is going
with
to
you.
angry
God
with
is going
you.
to kill you.
He's going to
God
kill
is going
you.
to destroy
He's going to
Nigeria.
destroy Nigeria.
If the government say we want to use all this place for school or for
these
medical
churches,
this thing, they will say God. They will
God,
start
the God,
crying.
yeah, the
You
God
see
of-
how people are
All
praying.
these things are
Now
lack of
talk,
That
talk, talk.
you see how people are praying that
They are
God should
wrong.
destroy the government that want to build us hospitals.
No. Give me five for
Lagos
that
way.
thing where you
Look at
go.
Lagos
No.
way. They have turned all those places of
Our-
business. They turn it to
turn it to
church.
churches.
And if the government want to fight them over it and say you can't do this, come and go to
They
the
are
back of
raising
the
money
town.
to build churches instead of build
What
factories.
I do not like is
Yeah.
the way they take the time of the youths down there.
Exactly.
8 hours.
That's what we are
excuse
talking
me,
about, how it affects us now. We have talked about all the history, but how it affects us now is what we're talking about.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you drag them inside the church.
Yes.
And they stay 8 hours.
Yes.
Every day.
Do you know how it's damaging that I said? Do you know that the Muslim has picked it up too? The Muslim has picked that up too. The Muslim now have Sunday service. Have you heard that? Yes, they now have Sunday service. They have Saturday singing protest. They have Wednesday. Yes, they have it now. On that same place, I'm telling you, the Muslim that's Nasfat.
So if we build only
that is
mosques
Medina.
and
This
we
thing.
build
They've
only
also
that,
bought
we
all
build
big
only
places.
churches,
They
how
bought
do
it.
we build companies that our children
That is where how it's affecting us right
how
now.
how would their brain be developed?
Our children will go and stay in Mount
African
Zion.
leaders,
For months.
African leaders
They are
and their
looking for
pastors, they are not ready for us to be developed because that is what they feed on. That is what they feed on.
This has nothing to do with religion, Christianity.
No.
It's a mentality.
Yes.
Listen.
We are not dealing with Christianity.
Listen.
Let our viewers see that we are not attacking Christianity, and I'm not
even
attacking
we
Islam.
ourselves in this country,
We are attacking
we
the
still
aspects
have that
the way it affects
mentality. In that, the prime minister
Yes.
can ride with a bicycle.
bicycle. Yeah.
But Me, you.
Yes.
Huh?
The cars
If
they're
I
riding.
see if I see you with a Porsche car,
Yeah.
that's where I respect you.
Yes.
Because you tell me, don't you see me? You won't respect me.
Yeah.
We have lost our identity.
Yes.
We don't know who we are.
Who's
So
our
we
leader?
think,
Who is our spiritual leaders?
eh?
Our spiritual leaders.
I don't know.
Read the Bible. The Bible
Our
is the manual
spiritual
for all
leaders.
of us.
Our spiritual leaders are the one who put rich men in front of the church.
Listen.
And put the poor people at the back. Is it not happening in our churches?
I said,
Are they the
listen.
ushers?
Listen.
How dare you say that? Are they the ushers?
Listen, brother, listen. The Bible is there for all of us.
I don't know, ushers.
Is that what the Bible tells you?
The churches are not teaching
Because
morals.
we are lazy.
No, the
We
Bibles
don't
are
want
not
to read,
teaching
we don't want to
morals.
search and know the
No, today the Bibles are not teaching morals.
Exactly.
That is the problem.
wait.
The churches are not
Wait,
teaching
wait,
morals.
wait.
When you go to church, the only
Because all
thing you
these
hear,
politicians are in the church.
the only thing you hear
Listen.
is raise up your hand
Listen.
and worship. That's the
Listen.
only thing you hear in
Listen.
churches.
Listen.
Morals.
Your hand.
Yes,
I
God
will
will
bless
bless
that
your
hand.
hand. They don't
That
teach
hand will bring
morals
money.
in church.
I am
It's
saying-
another area where the church is failing.
Excuse me. When they say raise your hands and God will bless you, did you read that in the scriptures?
It's not in the Bible.
Then why
This one does.
are you depending on that?
And your church is not doing
Depend-
it. The church you go to,
I
are they not
read the
doing it?
Bible and I know why I raise my hand.
No.
Nobody should tell me raise your hand and
Before
God
I
will bless
raise
you.
it. No.
I know why I do it because I read the Bible
Yes.
and I understand.
Okay,
it.
ma'am.
Yeah.
I understand.
Maybe
Wait.
we can look
Wait.
Yes.
Yes. Speak.
The Bible there is a manual for all of us.
Agree.
There are good things in the Bible.
That is
to
100%.
transform this mind.
Yes.
But we refuse to read to renew our mind.
God bless
yes.
you.
Okay, ma'am.
Because there are a lot of positive things that
God
will
bless
help
you.
us.
God
but
bless
we are
you.
not.
Everything that will
Because
make
the Bible
us
does
stable.
not tell us that it is only when you are rich and you have houses and that you are a human being.
No.
No. When it's amazing when you are traveling with a KLM to Africa.
Yes.
You will see these white people in Chaliwati.
Yeah.
These rubber slippers.
Chaliwate is true.
You know.
But you didn't see
and
us.
we.
Hey.
What is that?
But how
And that is what we want to have 2 houses, 3 houses in Africa.
but how did religion do this to us now? That
And
is
as
the question.
we are all sitting
But
here,
it's
we
religion.
have that mentality
No, but it's
which is to
religion.
resist
No,
from it.
but it is that
Let me
religion now
finish,
that
let me
destroyed
finish,
us.
Let me finish. When you get all your wealth here,
Yes.
huh?
Yes.
Who do you think of? What do you want to do with that health?
Okay.
Charity.
Wealth. Charity.
don't do charity.
You don't do it.
We
You
don't.
want to have your big mansions.
Yes.
We laid it
Before.
for
Okay.
our 10th generation.
Good.
Thank
That's
you.
all.
Okay.
That is the only thing. But the Bible doesn't teach that. But
No.
we are doing. We say we are doing contrary to the Bible.
Good.
You understand?
The Bible didn't
so
tell that.
who would you blame?
Good.
Whom would you blame?
But this thing you are saying now,
said here
are
that
they taught in
I
your
can't-
church?
It's taught.
Are they taught in your
Yes.
church?
You see.
That is it.
Yes.
Now, let me.
It's taught in my church.
Madam,
If I will come
And
in,
I
No,
read
before
it
you come
myself,
in, I want to
because he
conclude
said
my own,
when the
face
disciples
now.
were there,
Exactly.
when the disciples were there, they were sharing together that time. They were bringing their wealth today. If they ask you bring your wealth together so that
Do
we
you
share,
agree?
would you agree?
God bless
it's
you.
Our mentality.
You agree?
Okay.
Don't blame any.
Go.
any-
Okay.
any religion.
Okay. Good. I agree with you.
Yes.
This is my final close.
Do.
Why I believe strongly
Yes.
that religion today,
Yes.
it's a very, very big problem to our society.
Yes.
Is because of this. This is my closing remark.
Okay.
It's the way we take it.
Wait.
the way we understand it.
Wait. Excuse me.
That's your closing remark.
Yes.
Everybody will
Yes.
give one
My
second.
closing remark. My
Yes.
closing remark.
Yes.
45% of Nigerians are Christians. 45% of Nigerians are Muslims. Yes, that is, quote me wrong or right. Go and check the statistics. Yeah, check the statistics. That is to say that 90% of Nigerians are religious in that Christian and Muslim area.
Yes.
Now, you see that today, Nigeria is a very, very bad country because we have bad leadership. Now, this is where church and mosque is supposed to help the people. Do you
And
think
the
that...
Shangon and those ones are atheists.
No, wait.
No.
No, wait, excuse me. You know that the church has its crowd. Let's say 45 million Nigerians today are adult Christians. 45 million Nigerians. That means with the likes of Adeboye, with the likes of Christo Yahilome, with the likes of Pastor Suleiman, with the likes of Paulineche, these are big time pastors who have congregations in millions.
Yes.
Now, if they just say, this government today in Nigeria, it's a very, very bad government.
We can't stay anymore.
We cannot stand it anymore.
Yes.
Let every Christ Embassy members today gather in front of Aso Rock.
Yes.
Every members of redeemed churches gather. Winners gather. If we have 2 million Nigerians in front of Aso Rock, trust me, there is no way military will carry gun like this and say, oh, we got to shoot. This thing happened in Egypt. 1 million people marched to the presidential villa. They tell the man, they say, you have to step down today. The man called the military, say, shoot aside. Then the military told him, say, listen, look at all this crowd. My brother might be there. This is what the people want. Christians cannot even pull a protest of 1 million in Nigeria. This is another area where they have failed its citizens also. That is how I believe that.
Only Christians
No, I'm saying no. I said religion.
Yes.
Religion bodies in Nigeria. If they say that Nigerian is going through what they are going, what is not the purpose of religion? Go and check your scripture. See how Paul and the rest of them, how they fought for the early Christians during the time of the Roman Empire.
Yes.
Go and check how they used their own life. They went to jail because they were fighting for the good thing. But today, your spiritual leaders, who they say they are the ones that God has given flocks to, they are all sitting in their mansions, carrying their military and their police to protect them, and to tell their citizens that, oh, don't worry, raise up your holy hand, you'll be blessed. The only way they can be blessed is for the government to change the narrative. But for the people to protest, they even use scripture to tell them that do not be violent. God will take control. Pray, pray, pray. Nigerians are not ready to protest because they pray morning, afternoon, and night, believing that God is going to give them good leader. When they were doing election, they were praying that Obi will win. Didn't win. That's to show to you that God is not in the affairs of men. That is where religions have destroyed us.
No,
because we have put everything in the hands of God.
No.
God has to fight corruption.
They prayed and they came out in masses. But the corruption,
came out where?
During Obi's time.
Have they ever had any protest in Nigeria? You have 5 million people on the street. If you have 5 million people on the street, Tinubu and the rest of them, they will run out of the country. Do you know what is 5 million crowd? 5 million crowd. Even if you have all the machine guns, you will run and leave your gun with 5 million crowds.
Okay, if I also have to conclude this thing. I started saying, number one,
yes,
when they took our brothers 500 years ago as slaves, they took the young and vibrant workers. And he stopped me, he said it's not important. It is very important. And then the second stage is when they took them away and they scattered, the colonial masters came in to rule over us. In 1871, King Leopold also told missionaries that Africans know God, but teach them the way we can benefit from your presence there. Yeah? So when they were coming, the colonial masters were coming, they came with administrators and other things. You see? So we were not training administrators. Only few educated people were helping. So all these things let us lose a lot of elites and workers. And after we got independence, because of our tribes, things didn't go as planned. There were tribal issues, political upheaval, and France has to go and stop some upheaval in Congo. The British has to stop it in Kenya. All these things. So the elites, the old children of the politicians who helped the colonial masters, they became the elites. They became rich. So they still were in power. So they bribed bureaucrats, they bribed soldiers to be in power. And they were all Christians, practicing Christianity. You see, so that is how so the African cosmology was going back.
We are running up.
We are running up.
What are you saying to the people?
So the people must know that colonialism, slavery, the religion, everything is part of it. It's part of it.
That's what rendered Africa one of the very
yes.
All right.
Yes, no peace.
Let me hear from you.
Yeah. What I want to say is when we are talking about this Christianity issue, these Dutch people, they are also more Christian-like.
Yes.
Because everything that they do is, most of the things they do is according to the Bible. Excuse me, the other side that they allow this. But most of the things they do, look at this charity. Holland, they give lot of charity.
Yes.
Refugees is in the Bible. They created that they should find it, as they are allotting the plots, they should allot somewhere, a land where refugees should go there. When somebody, mistakenly kills somebody or done something wrong, and they want to, the person can run away to that place. These people, they have it. They are practicing it. We came here, they accepted us. So this country is based on Christianity.
Yes. Exactly.
Because even when they will install a king, the Bible, they swear with the Bible.
So you want to say Christianity is not corruption in Africa? That's why you want to conclude?
If it is corruption, it depends upon the people. That is the choice. Like we are sitting here, we have differences. You understand? We are Africans, but we have differences in our mentality, the way we think about things. And that is it. So it depends. You read the Bible, you understand it. Like you took the Bible, a scripture out of context, and you were telling me, instead of reading all to know why this has been said, you didn't read it, but you just took a context out of it. And that is the way we do it. We don't search for the truth. We don't read to know the truth. We don't go. We see people doing things and we also copy. And we Africans, we do it even more than the people who came to teach us.
So what you're trying to say here, if I may come in, is that here in Netherlands, they are practicing charity.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So even if somebody is sponsoring them or they're getting funds somewhere, they invested in what they have gotten the fund for.
Yeah.
But in Africa, they also practice charity. When they get the AIDS, what do? You see the boss takes all the
they
money
steal it.
and then they used to buy the best cars
we are too
for
selfish.
themselves and for their own family.
Too selfish.
The poor that you got the money for, they don't see the money.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
So would you blame anybody?
For me, I just know that the best way to allow people to live is to allow them to live out of what they believe. From what they believe, they have the fear of what they believe. If you change their mind and say you want to make something easy for them, you create heaven, you create hell.
Yes.
It's still going to be heaven and hell. Right now, it's heaven and hell everywhere now.
Yes.
Those of us who have escaped from Africa and come to this place, we have that is put in all our effort. There are good, there are bad out of us.
Yes.
You understand me? We like myself now. I've been running my business for a long time.
Yes.
Carrying the face of Nigeria.
Yes.
Even how tough it was.
Yes.
That people will say you had 419, you this, you that. I stick to what I am doing.
Amen.
I open my business exactly the way it should be.
Yes.
I have my credit card business that is going on. People can come to my place and safely use their cards.
Yes.
Where sometimes they are afraid of you. I've been in Nigeria. I'm not going to use my card there. I've been using card in my company for over 20 years.
Amen.
And it's been okay.
Yes.
I am not interested in taking something that doesn't belong to me.
Yes.
But I'm not going to help someone
because you are hard working.
Yes, I'm not going to help someone that thinks like that, and still I'm a religious person.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you that the only way that religions allow you to be dealt with, the way the religion allow you to do what religion teaches you, is you giving yourself into it.
Yes.
I want to tell every one of us to drive ourselves from the area where the religion make it easy for us to be corrupt, that the religion make it easy for us to do something and we're thinking that we can get out of it.
Yes.
These are the things that makes us to think that way. Look at what we can talk about. The law here, even after the religion, after allowing you to do all the religion, the law really watches you and keep you strong. They don't let you do anything because they will tell you, you go to jail if you do these things.
Yes.
Now we find it in our own place.
There's no rule of law.
There's
no rule of law.
Yeah, there's a lot of where you can go away from something because of your religion. Your religion can make you even, do you know what we find out in Nigeria? People can even be sued to court and they are going to prison. On their way to prison, somebody else will take the place of the person going to prison, and the person, the real guilty person, will be pulled out. And the person who, And the person who arranged all that thing is a religious person. It's either a Christian or a Muslim or an IT or a traditional believer. Do you see how human beings can expose themselves to whatever they do? Jesus. But when they do those things, when they do those things, when we want to recognize them now, we want to recognize them with their religion.
And they go and put another person.
Exactly. I'm telling you, it's happening. It's not. I'm not lying to
Hey!
you. I've met
They are not Christians.
I've met people. They arrange all these things from the court, from the police, from whatever they want to do. They let somebody else go in, and then and these are people that call themselves religious people. The person that is going to sit on the chair of as a judge is a religious person, and is going to be seen at the back, and he will be told that please.
Why do you call them? Why do you call them religious people?
Yeah, because they go to church of us.
No,
because they go to church of us.
Ma'am, you see them go to church?
Ma'am, because this person will come out with the name of Christian Idumegu,
yes.
or he will come out with Muhammad Muhammad.
I'm
So with that alone, they are religion.
Exactly.
So that is why we are taking. But I'm still telling you, and I'm still going to repeat it. I'm still going to repeat it. In Benin Republic, there was a time they wanted to make someone. They want to make it someone that is the what did they call it? The controller of their port. And he's going to swear in. Now, you know what they did?
No.
They brought a snake, their own traditional snake. They put it around his neck. If you think online, please go online, you'll see. Swore in Benin Republic. They put the snake, and then the snake was like this. And they said, swear, if your swearing is a lie, the snake will bite you in the neck immediately. So the guy was like this, and he was swearing, and because he said the truth, the snake climbed down. So look at such a thing.
And then after how many years?
Yeah, he did not steal. He was clean. You understand me? If it was a thief, the snake is going to give it to him, immediately, and then they will look for antidotes to save his life. But the snake will show that this is a thief. So you know, this thing we have it, and people are. This is our own way of catching our thieves. But the white people have their own, the way they catch their own.
But be subdued.
But if you tell this person to hold a Bible, I swear to God, he's going to hold a Bible and say, I tell you, in the name of Jesus, I will never steal. I will never take penny that belongs to people. And he did not know that he's destroying the work of good people.
You will do this, but you won't go scot-free.
Yeah. Somehow down the line, something will catch them up. That's what we believe. Somehow down the line.
But do you know how many lives will be destroyed?
What he's saying is that instant. They want the instant one. Instant judgment. Thunder, finish up. Thunder goes.
Yes.
Snake, bye.
Striker. When you know that it's going to be he will never try it. He will never try it.
Well. We've come to the end of this broadcast.
I can tell you that our viewers may not understand this. You would have come with like, what does foreign religion do to Africa? If we can talk about foreign religion, and I tell you, we are all foreign religion. You are not English. You are not English. You are not Jew. You are an African person, and any religion you took out of the two is still foreign.
Yes,
but we thank God that there is a lot of good thing out of this, and that is still what we are enjoying today.
Wow!
No matter what,
applaud yourselves. I'm so proud of these panelists here. Applaud yourselves.
I can argue and tell you a fact, but there's a lot of good thing in religion. A lot of good thing you can kiss, because everything is not like it's wasted. It's
no.
God let us understand that everything, after He created it, He looked at it and it was good. So if you look at Holland and it was good, there is God in Holland.
Hey, and there is also God in Africa.
Exactly, there is God in Africa.
Yes.
So if you look at it and it's good, there is God.
On this note, I want to say bye. I want to say thank you to every one of you who have listened to this broadcast. Thank you, Auntie Ruthie.
Thank you, sister.
We're so
Thank
proud
you
of
for coming.
Thank you, Millennium Chicken. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you, Chief Obalade. Thank you for being with us. By the way, those of you who are hungry, remember Obalade Restaurant tonight.
I am still working.
Tonight. The suya is there.
Delicious. I'm still there. Please come around.
The suya is there.
Yes.
And the pepper soup.
It's jamming. It's jamming.
It is goat meat.
Seriously.
So we invite you there. And that is Mama Helen Goleku. She takes care of the kids and also make food. She's a good cook as well.
You see,
every Thursday.
Yes.
The neighbors come and eat free.
Yes.
Oh man. Amen.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
And my humble self, we say a big bye to all of you.
Bye bye.
God richly bless you. By this time next week, Majesty TV, you hear us again.
Amen.
Bye bye, fans. Love you all.